Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, and this is going to be an interlude to the Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. I wanted to take a couple minutes to just sort of give you guys an update on what's been going on here. Instead of putting out a whole update video, I'm just going to do a quick little interlude as we run Wee Guy around the place here. So, if you have me on Twitter, you'll notice that I had some very severe computer problems this weekend. Basically ever since Labor Day, which was on Monday, September 5th. Today is, well, it's 12:30 a.m., so I think we're the 7th at the moment. But regardless, I had the new Windows 10 anniversary update, and it just totally screwed my computer right up. I'm not a computer guy, so I have no idea how it happened or, what exactly what exactly caused everything besides just the update. But, the computer was running kind of okay. It would crash maybe once a week before this update, and then the update happened, and the computer literally would not even last 45 minutes without crashing. I ended up just doing a full, complete install or complete format and reinstall of the operating system, and then it did the update again automatically, and still, even after a full format, the computer was just turning off just for no reason. I couldn't even reinstall Final Fantasy before the computer would shut down, and I tried 4 or 5 different times. And it was a really stressful time for me. Not only because I couldn't play Final Fantasy on the long weekend like I wanted to, but mostly because I was legitimately concerned that my computer was never going to work properly again. But the good news is we found a solution, and we went ahead and purchased Windows 7 again and installed Windows 7, and ever since then the computer has been running like a dream. It's been absolutely amazing. Everything just feels so much better. None of the apps ever hang, whereas with Windows 10, even when it was, quote unquote working fine, it would still, every once in a while, apps would hang and the computer would crash and things like that. Now, granted, the computer's only been going for about, 6 or 7 hours since I did the reinstall. I'm just going to turn this in. I don't even know what this is. Excuse me. Oh, it's the retainer thing. So it's been running very, very well. So, I wanted to apologize to you guys for the issues and for the lack of a consistent upload schedule. I've just been having a really hard time with the computer lately, basically. But everything looks like it's running amazingly now, so I'm hoping to get right back to a regular schedule after this video. I wanted to show you guys, I did hit level 30 off camera. I did a whole bunch of side quests, and I think I ran through a dungeon as well. You can tell my hotbar is all destroyed. Everything's all messed up because I haven't had time to fix it. I was going to do it before the video, but then I decided, I'll just actually, kind of leave it as a bit of proof that nothing is set up properly. I'll fix that before the next video. But we're level 30, so that means in the next episode, we are going to be going through the Lancer class quest here. I believe it's the level 25. So this is my plan. The next video is going to be the level 25 and the level 30 Lancer quests. We're going to take care of those, knock them out, and then there will be a special Dragoon episode where I just do the Dragoon quest, become the Dragoon, and then we'll go right back to the main story quest where, we'll continue along the way. And I've said it in previous episodes, I plan on basically only focusing on the main story. I've wasted a lot of time with all these extra classes, a lot of time. I actually realized that if I wanted to, have a character that is maxed out on everything, I should just go back to Creech. So I went back to Creech, and I gave her a sex change. I switched her to a male. I had a Fantasia potion around the place. I think this guy's got one as well. Yeah, right there. And I switched her to a human male. I made her look much more like someone I would want her to look like for someone I was going to be maining. And I basically am maining that character now. But I will always come back to Wee Guy to do the main story quest, where I can focus on, you know, the story, read out the dialogue, and really get a full understanding for what's going on. When I play with Creech, I haven't finished the main story quest with him yet either, but I am, you know, sometimes I'll read it, but most of the time I'm sort of skipping through because I know that I'll be doing it with Wee Guy. So I'm going to focus 100% on the story and on the Dragoon and Lancer quest with Wee Guy. I'm going to forget all about these other classes and, like I said, just focus on the Lancer and Dragoon. And the good news is I've been working pretty hard on Creech, and I've been doing a lot more dungeons and refining my tanking style. I don't want to commit to anything just yet, but I am thinking about going back to making some more tanking videos with the Paladin, as well as I have this little idea for a series floating around in my head. I'm still not 100% sold on it, but the idea is once I get a class up to level 60, then I will take it through each dungeon, and it won't be like a guide, but it'll be, you know, this is me going through each dungeon with this class. And it's just going to give me a lot of room for content, right? And you guys might get tired of seeing the same dungeons, but the thing is, there are so many dungeons that by the time, you know, you've seen Sastasha, by the time I come back around, it is going to, you know, it's going to be quite a while since you've seen Sastasha again at that point. So that's kind of the hope right now, but that's still a long ways away. I need to beat the game first with the Paladin and then start working on other classes. But yeah, that's sort of the idea I have floating around in my mind right now. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Again, I apologize for the erratic upload schedule, but I promise I'm going to do my best to get everything back on a normal schedule here so you can see videos every day, and you know, we'll start burning through this this main story quest. So once again, thanks guys. Oh yeah, one last thing. The last four, I think it was the last 4 episodes that had mic problems. I can't even tell you how sorry I am about that. And when I first received a comment letting me know, like, hey, your mic's squeaking, I was like, well, I mean, it's probably just my cat in the background or something like that, because I just honestly just didn't even expect it at all. And then I listened to it, and it was just, to me, it was awful. So, you know, those of you who managed to stick through that, like, I could barely stick through it. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for letting me know, and I apologize, and I'll do my absolute best to make sure something like that doesn't happen again. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.